Thanks, Sarah. Hello, everyone. A pleasure to be here. And today, I'd love to tell you more about Adrich, a post-purchase consumer insights and engagement platform where we use IoT and AI to uncover consumer behavior and get you in real time access to understanding your consumers and how they interact with the product. So, a little bit about the company. We started as a research project in Carnegie Mellon, and since then we've commercialized and very excited to say that we're working with 6 of the top 10 CPGs, and nearly 14 Fortune 500 companies have utilized our technology from product research to consumer insights and to understand consumer behavior. So, a lot of times you're trying to understand the consumers, right? Their behavior, their shopping habits, their usage habits. But really, there is a kind of a mystery as to what happens inside the consumer homes. So, we said, what if you could actually see post purchase how consumers interact with the product and go one step beyond in being able to engage them in a timely manner and getting that 360-degree view of your consumer, your product, and ultimately helping you get the insights that can really grow your brand and have the differentiation in the marketplace. Well, now you can. The way we do this is by giving you a connected products portfolio. How we do that is through a connected smart product label that goes outside of any product. It is enabled through Bluetooth and it captures accurate product usage. And this is a peel and stick, so it can change any of your today's product into a connected product by just peeling and sticking this label. And I'll now show you a demo of how this actually works. So this is our product where you have the IoT label. As you can see, it is pretty thin and non-obtrusive to the consumers. And the consumers just have to use it as they normally would. There is no pairing. As we use the product, it will automatically connect and basically collect individual data as to time of day of use, how often it's used, and it uses an AI algorithm to determine how much is remaining. So it can actually give you dosage information. And we aggregate all this data to give you a real-time dashboard where you can see product usage in terms of the number of consumers using it over days, the time of day of use, how often it's used for your marketing insights. You can also see the frequency of use and the location where brands have used this for in-home and out-of-home usage. And we also get demographics, so you can actually aggregate consumption over demographics and amount per use as well. This is a two-way communication. So this goes beyond the data, but you can also have a conversation with your consumers and put surveys in context at point of use and be able to understand how consumers are using the product. All of this data is aggregated, both the data and the survey responses, and you can download the data at any point in time and use it for your analysis, or we can also help you get the analysis as well. So that's about how the technology works. So you not only get the data, you also get the insights, but we also enable a call to action, helping you get the story behind the data, but also the why behind anything that you're seeing from the patterns that the data is showing. We do have some real world examples. A very exciting one has been Hidden Valley Ranch. As you know, this is in the snacking product category. Really, the brand wanted to understand packaging insights and also understand how to cross purchase and have upsell opportunities for the new product. So basically, we put our tags onto the product itself, and we had a panel of 200 consumers. It ran for over 2 months, so we got significant amount of data. And basically, couple of very key insights is that we could actually identify the messaging that was driving up the usage significantly. So a lot of A/B testing in understanding which is that marketing message that is actually driving up usage and driving up consumption. And the way we did that is first to get the baseline consumption patterns for each individual consumer. And then we used our two-way communication to set different triggers at different point of use to be able to present different videos at those points and really understand how it impacted usage or consumption post that trigger. So that was a very, very key insight. The other thing that we helped was also from a product development standpoint, because we could give the dosage, there was immediate insight to know that a product has to be changed, the design or the packaging has to be changed to enable a better experience for the consumer when using the product. These are top two insights, but we got much more granular, and I can dig a little deeper into the data. This is one of the insights that I mentioned. So this was, we started seeing the data in real time, and very quickly we could even adjust and pivot, and that brings the agility. You don't need to wait till the end of the study to learn these insights, which could get lost. So in real time, by week 2, we started seeing that there was a significant pattern change. So this is the data behind what we were seeing in terms of the advertising, and it was tied to some very key KPIs that the brand was looking to observe. The other insights was that we were able to actually segment the consumers between heavy, medium, and light consumers, but based on actual consumption or the rate of consumption and amount left, not so much the purchase behavior, but actual consumption. So this really helped understand the rate at which every consumer is finishing the product at an individual level and as well as at aggregate level, and also understand the insights behind what are the heavy users doing to consume the product through our surveys. So because we got the qualitative responses during the point of use, the quality of those responses were also immediate and accurate. So we could use that and leverage those insights to understand how the light users could be incentivized to increase their consumption. So there was a cross sell opportunity as well, and growing the consumer base for the brand. And of course, as one of the other case studies we have is where brands wanted to know, are they following instructions? A lot of times consumers are required to use the product in a particular way such that they get the maximum benefit. And one such product was where they had to use it in refrigerated mode so that they get the best experience. It was a beverage product. And what we found that they were using it at room temperature. So this was a very, very keen insight that the brand then learned, and also learned how they could educate the consumers better through their marketing and other mechanisms. So overall, this is the data behind the platform. And on an average, we have found a significant difference in terms of the metrics for any research study. So we found 46% more accurate data in that we were able to tap into real consumer behavior without a journal entry or without waiting till the end of the test. Our survey responses were within a minute of receiving the trigger because they got it at the point of use. The responses were actually immediate, which, for example, when we were trying to understand the usage occasions, we got the real story of what they were doing when they were using the product. And significant engagement from the consumers during the length of the study. We've done on an average of 2 to 3 months and all the way up to 6 month studies where consumers are engaged throughout the period of the study. So you're getting individual consumer patterns for a longer duration time. And of course, a significant data set, the size of the data set varies with the length of the study. But even if it's a 1 or 2 month study, we have seen at least a 1.5x data set compared to any other typical ethnography study, for example. So that's on the metrics, but really we are trying to bring agility, scale, and speed through technology to your existing methodologies. That's really the power of tech, especially today, given that with everyone preferring to be remote and in-home consumption has changed because of COVID. This technology helps you continue your research, understand the new consumer, understand the new normal, and in a very safe method uh, while bringing in the power of technology to your existing methodologies. So, what we are changing is really today you're using data and analysis to model behavior, and that leads to a model decision to a certain extent. Where we are changing it is to bring in behavioral data as an input, which is accurate. So you don't have to model that. When you add that to your other input data sets, you're now able to associate and confirm all your hypotheses, which leads to much better decision making and precision. So that's about Adrich. We'd love to tell you more and, of course, meet you all. So please feel free to reach out to us. Our website is www.adrich.io, or you can reach out with our email, getintouch@adrich.io. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you all.